In 1996, aboard the research vessel academic Mstislav Keldysh, Brock Lovett and his team search the wreck of RMS Titanic. They recover a safe they hope contains a necklace with a large diamond known as the Heart of the Ocean. Instead, they only find a drawing of a young nude woman wearing the necklace. The sketch is dated April 14, 1912, the same day the Titanic struck the iceberg that caused it to sink. Rose Dawson Calvert, the woman in the drawing, is brought aboard Keldysh, and recounts her experiences. In 1912 Southampton, 17-year-old Rose DeWitt Bukater, her wealthy fiancé Caledon Cal Hockley, and Rose's widowed mother Ruth, board the Titanic. Ruth emphasizes that Rose's marrying Cal will resolve the family's financial problems and maintain their upper-class status. Meanwhile, Jack Dawson, a poor young artist, wins a third-class Titanic ticket in a poker game. After setting sail, Rose, distraught over her loveless engagement, climbs over the stern railing to jump overboard. Jack appears and coaxes her back onto the deck, and they develop a tentative friendship. When Cal and Ruth strongly object, Rose discourages Jack's attention, but realizing she has fallen in love with him, she returns to him, who reciprocates. Rose brings Jack to her stateroom and requests he draw her nude, wearing only the Heart of the Ocean. They later evade Cal's servant, Lovejoy, and have sex in a Renault town car inside the cargo hold. On the forward deck, they witness the ship's collision with an iceberg, overhearing its officers and builder discussing it. Cal discovers Jack's sketch and Rose's insulting note left inside his safe, along with the necklace. When Jack and Rose return to warn the others about the collision, Cal has Lovejoy slip the necklace into Jack's pocket to frame him for theft. Jack is then confined in the master-at-arms office. Cal then puts the necklace into his own overcoat pocket. With the ship sinking, Rose flees Cal and Ruth, who has boarded a lifeboat. Rose finds and frees Jack, and they barely make it back to the boat deck. Cal and Jack urge Rose to board a lifeboat. Intending to save himself, Cal lies that he will get Jack safely off the ship. As her lifeboat is lowered, Rose, unable to abandon Jack, jumps back to the ship. Cal grabs Lovejoy's pistol and chases Jack and Rose. They get away, and Cal realizes that he gave his coat, and consequently the necklace, to Rose. He later boards a lifeboat posing as a lost child's father, knowing the crew prioritized women and children for evacuation. Jack and Rose return to the boat deck. The lifeboats have departed and the ship's stern is rising as the flooded bow sinks. The two desperately cling to the stern rail. The upended ship breaks in half and the bow section dives downward. The remaining stern slams back onto the ocean, then upends again before it, too, sinks. In the freezing water, Jack helps Rose onto a wood transom panel among the debris, buoyant enough for only one person, and makes her promise to survive. Jack dies of hypothermia, and Rose is saved by a returning lifeboat. The RMS Carpathia rescues the survivors. Rose avoids Cal by hiding among the steerage passengers and gives her name as Rose Dawson. Still wearing Cal's overcoat, she discovers the necklace tucked inside the pocket. In the present, Rose says she later heard that Cal committed suicide after losing his fortune in the Wall Street crash of 1929. Lovett abandons his search after hearing Rose's story. Alone on the stern of Keldysh, Rose takes the Heart of the Ocean, which has been in her possession all along, and drops it into the sea over the wreck site. While she is seemingly asleep in her bed, her photos on the dresser depict a life of freedom and adventure inspired by her early conversations with Jack. A young Rose reunites with Jack at the Titanic's grand staircase, applauded by those who died on the ship.